And I was like, what's 2100? He says, 7 p.m. I said, wrong answer.
Yeah, it's called
Iridocyclitis. Who was in the kitchen cooking that name up?
I know. It's a horrible name to say.
There's some mold in this house.
Certified freak, 7 days a week.
Crazy.
Holy crap.
Yeah, so that was where...
Welcome to Personal Peay Talk. P-E-A-Y, not the P you're thinking. Where we dive deep and get to know, well, you, the students of Austin Peay State University. I'm your host, Logan Farrell, and I'm also your host, Claire Larose. Let's get started.
Wow, I just had
What
so
a
many.
throwback.
I just had so many flashbacks.
Hey, what's up? That we're not on PP Talk.
What's pee-pee talk?
We're on Creative Chaos. Wow. Oh my God.
Wow.
Hey, what's up? My name's Hunter Ezell. This is Logan Ezell. Logan's actually here today. And across from us, we have Logan's old broadcast colleague, the one, the only, Claire Larose.
Yay!
Woo!
Hi.
Holy freaking cow.
Thanks for having me.
Canada's very own.
Canada's very own.
You know, there's only two things. Well, there's three things that I know about Canada. There's Bret the Hitman Hart, Poutine, and Claire.
Yes, and those are all.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah, the Heart Dungeon. We're going to get Claire to play a gig at the Heart Dungeon in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Perfect.
Oh, Tom's from Canada.
Tom?
Tom's from Canada.
Okay, shout
Tom.
out Tom.
Who's Tom?
Tom.
Are you gonna ask me if I know him? That's a thing that people do.
Dude, yeah, they would do that in Canada.
Oh, you're from Canada. Do you know this person?
Yeah. Tom.
No.
So whenever I worked at Starbucks, I'm going to make sure he sees this. Tom is my favorite regular at Starbucks. I worked at Starbucks for like 4 years.
Shout out
He would
Tom.
come in. He's like 60 something. I
Don't
hope
age him.
I'm not I'm not aging him. Tom is forever. But he would come in. He's like Black Cowboy. He is absolutely wonderful. He would just come in and we would talk crap about every single person that would come through the door.
I love that. Would he just hang around?
He just come, yeah, and then in the
hang out, have his little
summertime,
laptop,
in the summer, he'd
drink his
try,
coffee.
yeah, he'd get the same thing, Cafe Misto, 2 Splenda, non-fat milk, steamed extra hot,
You were good at your job.
light foam.
That's
Yeah,
good.
he knew exactly what he was doing, and I knew it too. Except the one time I accidentally put freaking coffee. Like they had like the coffee urns at Starbucks. I accidentally gave him coffee cleaner instead of coffee.
No, are you trying to kill Tom?
Hunter.
Does he know that?
He took a sip.
He does now.
He's
Well,
fine.
he does now. He
He's
knows now.
fine.
Sorry,
He's
Tom.
fine. So hey, dude, what's up?
What's up?
How are you?
I'm freaking good. I'm feeling good. I'm happy to be here.
I've been keeping up on your journey as a little songwriter musician, and it's super cool to see all that pay off.
Yeah, it's been a journey for sure.
That's so
It's been
freaking
quite a
nuts.
journey.
So take me back to the beginning, your start of your journey.
Okay, well, I guess out of the womb. Did we go that
Sure.
far?
Well,
I mean, if you
were
want
you
it,
singing
we can
"Living"?
go
the-
that
I
far.
was literally
Were you
singing
singing?
as soon as I was out
You
of
were
the womb.
singing "Living La Vida Loca" as soon as you come out of the
As soon as I
womb.
came out, I was like, living a vida loca. And
Holy
it's like,
cow.
she's a star.
Holy
Stop right there.
Yeah. The funny thing about all that is that whenever my sister was younger, my mom was like, "Yeah, she's gonna be a singer." No, she is not.
Sorry,
Love you,
Cass.
Cassidy. But yeah, dude, take me back to the beginning.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm from London, Ontario, Canada, and I just like came out of my mother's room and started singing. No, but I really have been singing like ever since I was a kid. I would
Yeah.
sing more than I would talk. My dad would drop me off at like play dates, pick me up, and be like, "Claire's great. She just literally sings everything," and I
Yeah.
still do that to this day. I just
Would
feel
you
like,
do that thing where you just like sing your sentences?
Yes.
Like,
Oh my
She
god.
does it
I
right
do that
now.
all the time. That's what I do.
Yeah.
No, I
I wish
literally
I
sing my
had that.
sentences all the time.
that's crazy.
So are your parents musical at all?
Yes. So my dad's a professional drummer.
I think
Shout
I
out
knew
to my
that.
dad. Yes.
Really, me and him have a drum off.
Yes. Okay. Do you drum?
I do, like big time.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
have a
Yeah.
drum off then.
Come
Yeah.
on, let's do that. It'd be like Chad Smith and Will Ferrell.
Okay. Oh my god. Yes.
That'd be
Where's
crazy.
my drum set?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. He is like my mom is musical as like she plays piano, but my dad was the one that like put us in piano lessons
Yeah.
and just I mean, I literally remember every single night. I have 2 siblings, my sister and my brother. After dinner, they'd turn like the stereo on, and we would just like dance and sing in the living room for like hours. And that was our routine. That was our routine. We'd like dress I was wearing like high heels and a diaper, and that was it. And I'm like, nothing has changed.
That's cute.
Nothing has changed. I still do
That's
that.
so crazy.
Not really.
My dad, he is a musician. He does percussion and stuff. My mom, she can barely hold a clap. So
A clap.
I know. When I talk about my dad being musical, my mom's like, I am too. I'm like, yes, okay, yes, you are. But my dad does it for like,
yeah, you are,
my dad-
honey, in
so
your own special way.
my mom was the athlete, so
Yeah.
I got like half and half because
wow.
so
Okay.
my mom was the athlete. She did like track and softball. I mean, she did everything, and my dad was the musician. So they make
That's
great
freaking-
babies before they divorced. But
That's
yeah,
freaking cool.
Yeah.
I like that. I wish I was athletic.
Yeah.
sorry.
Well, no,
Sorry about
what's
that,
really
man.
funny is that I went through a stint. Logan's be like, stint, what do you mean? Pickleball.
Dude,
Pickleball
oh
is
my
life.
God. Pickleball is freaking viral right now. It's a
It's
trend, and it's
so
actually
fun.
so fun.
But
No, it's
I
so
love
fun.
it so much, but good Lord, I am not quick on my feet with that game.
I mean, it can get tough. It can get
Yeah.
intense. Like if you're playing with like some older people, like they'll play, and I'm like, oh
Dude,
my
the first
God.
time we were learning the rules, this guy came out there. Is his name Raymond?
I think so.
I think his name is Raymond. It's Taylor Butler Gilmore. You watch these. Your dad, he schooled me on pickleball. I'm talking, he tore us up.
Yeah, he,
by
like,
himself.
He just showed up and he was like, "You want to play 2v1? I can teach you the
And
rules."
he was like
2v1.
He 2v1'd us and he took us to church.
I mean, he beat us. Like it was
he
us
took us
against
to
him.
church.
But
I'm
then
talking, he mopped the
Hey,
floor.
That's something I would
He-
do, but with no experience at
he
pickleball.
gave me a great compliment though. He looked at me one day and I had like I hit it and like I got us a point or whatever, and he was like, "I ain't playing against you no more." And I was like, "Yes, that means I'm good."
yeah,
at it."
but dude, he beat the fire out of us.
He did.
God, that will humble you for
Yeah.
sure.
But
Oh,
That will
humbled for sure.
absolutely
Or you
humble
go
you.
see the people that go play. They play like on a
Oh,
certain
yeah.
night every
Oh,
night,
yeah.
and we'll show up and we'll
It's
be
so
like,
busy.
we
The courts
can't.
in Nashville are
there's a
packed.
guy that we
I bet.
know. There's a guy that I actually grew up with. I went to elementary school with him, and then he lived in my best friend's neighborhood, and he's turned into the greatest pickleball player in the county and like the area. Like he
Yeah,
goes
he's
to
really
tournaments
good.
and he wins.
Yeah, he wins them all.
Like
He's
if
great.
you could go pro, like Balls of Fury type pro, you
Yeah.
know dude, he would absolutely shred.
Oh my God.
So, dude, beyond pickleball, you you're a musician. You moved, so you went to Austin Peay with
Yeah.
my lovely wife. Y'all did your little podcast thing. That was super cool.
She played soccer, which
Played
is another
soccer.
thing that we have in common because I played in high school.
Yes.
and I was
Claire
like,
soccer girl meet Logan soccer girl.
Oh, it was like.
That was her email.
my email whenever I was. in
Oh,
high
mine
school.
was singing.
Hey,
underscore
sign
horse
that
girl.
email up for health
No, wait.
insurance quotes, please.
No wait. Listen
My
to what-
email was singing underscore horse girl at hotmail.com.
That one
Because
too.
I can run on a horse like all horses, and I love horses.
Can
and-
you for real?
Yeah, I can for real. I did it on American Idol.
Send me a
up.
Yes.
send me a video of
Okay,
that.
well.
American Idol.
Yes.
Oh, what'd you do there?
That if we can go there now if we want.
Did you
wanna
sing a
go
song there? What did you do?
I tried out for American Idol, so I did like you do the Zoom auditions, and if you get called if you make it to like the
Okay.
TV round. And
No,
I
they
got the
changed
call.
that up big time since like that
Probably
was like
COVID.
a post-COVID
COVID.
decision,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is probably for the better.
It was nice, like not having to go anywhere for like the pre-auditions.
At least you get your feelings hurt not in front of people if you don't make it too far, you know.
Yes. Yeah, but I did that 2020. What the hecking year was that? 2023?
What the heck and heck?
23
It
sounds
was-
right.
Right before 2024. Yes, it
Yes.
was right before 2024. Oh my
Okay.
God. Okay, yes. That it was a insane experience. It wasn't the best experience, I will say. I don't
Was it a lot
I
of waiting?
wouldn't
I would
do
imagine
it
it's a lot
again.
of waiting.
Yeah, it's a lot of waiting. It's a lot of waiting. Like, basically, like what happens, and I don't even know if I can talk about this, but like, I don't know.
It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't go. Shocker, I didn't go like.
Mm-hmm.
You
far.
didn't like sell your soul or anything. You're fine.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
She's like, I would.
I don't know that she would.
No. But yeah. So like, you have I was the first audition day, and here's the thing. it was a big deal to me to like do the audition because like we talked about, I'm Canadian and I am on I was on a visa, TN visa here. And with the TN visa, it's a whole thing. You can't do anything outside of your job, which I know we'll get into, which is a lot of the setbacks I face with not being able to release music or like do music really. But so in order for me to do the show, I had to leave the country. I had to apply for the performance visa. I had to come back in the country, not on my TN status. I had to take a leave of absence from work just to freaking do this one audition. Wow. But like, I was just like, okay, if music's what I want to do, like this could be.
You put all your chips on the table.
I did. And at the time, this was where I was still having a really hard time believing in myself. And like, I don't know. I was just like, okay, F it, let's give it a shot. Like, there's a reason I was being woo woo and like this freaking, oh my gosh, Medium or whatever it's called, told me, she was like, you're gonna like get the ticket and everything. I was like, okay, whatever. Like,
yeah.
I was trying not to like read into that too much, but I was like, ultimately I decided to do it because I was like, I don't know if I'll get this opportunity again. So let's just
do it.
Let's just do it. So yeah, I did it. And then my whole family was there. And the first day is just like filming, like interviews, and they make you wait around a lot. And that's where my mental health absolutely hit the floor. And I was like, oh no, what the heck did I just do? Because you could tell who they were interested in and who they were not.
Okay.
And they just keep you waiting around.
Oh yeah. They just kept me like
that sucks.
Waiting around. And then the next day was the audition day. So again, you wake up at like 4 in the morning to get ready. You come, you go to where the audition place was. And then you have like a dance party, and then they immediately start going into filming people. Okay. And again, like, I don't know if I'm allowed to say all this, but that's where I was like, okay, people are getting like one-on-one interviews before they even go into the room.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I did have an interview that day, and that's where they found out that my husband was coming back. We weren't married at the time, but he was coming back from his 9-month deployment. It literally just so happened the day of my audition, which was insane. Yeah. So the producers were like, oh my God, let's jump on that.
Let's film her.
Let's film this. And they were like, can we film your reunion? I was like, sure, I don't care. And they got Dre's number, and then...
So you knew he was coming home.
Yes, I knew he was coming home, and like...
Because I remember this. They posted a reel
Ryan
of it.
Seacrest posted it.
Ryan Seacrest.
Everything you see is fake.
I mean,
it was...
honestly,
that was my first time.
Yeah.
I didn't know when he was coming, and that was my first time seeing him in like
so
a
reaction
long time.
Obviously was genuine.
Yeah, the reaction was absolutely genuine, but I knew that it was gonna happen at some point.
There is no magic left on TV.
I know. It's like
sad.
Spoiler alert. I feel like people know that though. But yeah, so they like, I waited and waited and waited and waited. I mean, I ended up being the third last audition that day.
What time was it?
I was at like 9 p.m.
No way.
When'd you get there?
I started at like 4 a.m. and I was done at like 9 p.m. And at that point, I was just like, let's just do the audition. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
All that just for next time.
And then when when my now husband, we did the video with Ryan Seacrest, like they told me Ryan Seacrest was going to come down and interview my family. I was like, oh, this is when Dre's coming. Like, obviously. They did that. I still had to wait like 3 more hours until my audition. So that was like, well, tough.
Did you at least get to spend it with him?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
we were all
good.
like, he was with my family. And
yeah.
like,
that's crazy.
That's great.
Yeah. So, and then they finally like call you up and you're like, okay, are you ready? And I'm like, yeah, I'm freaking ready.
I've been ready. I've been ready since 4 a.m.
Yeah. And they take you up, and then you still like are waiting up there for people to go. And you hear people like sing, you hear people get a no.
You're like, oh, that sucked. I'm better than them.
Oh no, was not my reaction. I was like, they gotta know I was literally like, no. This person gotta know. There's no way. But they mic'd up my husband, and I was like, okay, this is a good sign. This is good. But yeah, I went in. Oh, sorry, this is an important part. Before this, they knew that I could run on all fours. Because they, in the audition process, they asked you weird things about
girl.
me. Yes, back to the horse girl thing. They knew that I could run on all fours. So Ryan Seacrest and me, like for B-roll, we're like racing on all fours. And I'm like teaching Ryan Seacrest how to run on all fours. And I like bet him his Rolex. And they didn't air any of this. I was like, okay, whatever. Honestly, that's good. But
you would have had your Vowel moment right there.
I know, but I'm like, I don't want. I'm like, I want to be and that's where I started to kind of get down. I'm like, am I just here because I can run on all fours? Like,
Yeah.
Isn't
it
that
is
crazy
funny.
how you
Yeah.
trap yourself in that
Yeah.
part of your mind? You know,
Yeah.
you can ask her. I'm
bad about
king
it.
overthinker.
Oh, same.
I'm the
yeah.
world's worst overthinker.
Oh yeah, same.
So you race Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, and then they're like, okay,
then they might
let's get some more B-roll of you like looking dramatic. I'm like, really? After just running on all fours? Okay, sure.
Yeah.
And then you walk in. They're like, smile. You walk in, and then it was Lionel, it was Katie, and it was Luke Bryan. And then I remember, Lionel was like, I hear you have a potty trick you want to show us, and I'm like, if you make me run on all fours before this audition, like no, because that's not what I'm here for.
That's not why you're here.
And that's where I was like,
that would have sent me.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I'm here to sing. I'm here to show you my talent.
yeah. And then Katy Perry, actually, like,
Let's
guess
ask
kinda
her.
saved
Let's
me.
ask
No, she
Katy
was
Perry.
like-
Let's ask Katy Perry what her party trick is. Is going to space in 20 minutes
Oh my
back.
god, yeah, don't even, yeah. Oh,
So what did she do? How did she?
She, well, after Lionel said that, I was like, okay. So I went to go put my guitar on the piano because I'm like, I guess I have to run on all fours like a horse right now. And then Katie was like, Claire, are you a serious musician? And I was like, yes, God, like I'm trying to be. And then she was like, don't do that then. Don't do that. I was like, okay, I'm just doing what y'all are telling me to do. I don't know. Like, I don't know. So I was like, okay. And then, I sing my little song. And
Did you sing an original or did you sing?
I had two lined up. They made me sing my cover first. And I had an original, but I didn't get to it.
What'd you sing?
I sang Blood Moon by Josiah and the Bonvilles. I love him. But I made it my own. I played guitar, and then I was going to do my original on the piano. But Lionel was just like, Lionel was like, how are you supposed to entertain people with the way you sound? That was very hurtful. And then, Katie was like, I wanted to hear more in like range. And I'm like, here's the thing. I am an indie folk, indie pop singer. I don't sing like Beyonce. I don't like belt like those high notes. That's just not my style. And I don't think the show like likes artists like that.
Yeah.
Which I've learned. And then Luke Bryan gave me a yes, but because he was just like, well, she can sing, so I'll give her a yes. So I was like, thanks, Luke.
Yeah. You can always count on Luke Bryan.
Yeah. And then after that, they take you downstairs. They take you outside, and literally that was horrible. I wasn't crying. I was like fine. But then they take you outside, and they're like, so they mic you up, and they're like, so you gotta know, like, how do you feel? And I was like, I'm sad. And then they was like, oh no, you have to say I feel sad. And that's where I just was like, absolutely broke down, lost it. Because again, I was going through my mind. I'm like, oh my God, I put everything on the table for this. I was starting to like panic. I was like, what if I can't get my job back? What if I can't like, I don't know. I was just panicking, and I was absolutely so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed that like I did this, and
I hate that.
I gotta know. And
They never even aired your audition.
no,
did
I
they?
don't think they air a lot of no's.
No.
But and then they were just asking me like, so you're gonna give up? I was like, no. And they're like, so what are you gonna do now? And I'm like, go back to work, I guess. Hopefully, I don't know. And then
maybe sing again sometime.
Yeah, maybe I'll try the singing thing again. I don't know.
That's freaking insane.
But yeah, it was. I personally didn't have the greatest experience, but I did meet really freaking awesome people there, and that's
good.
absolutely what made it. And like making Ryan Seacrest run on all fours, like it's funny. It's funny, and I'm still glad I did it.
Yes.
But I wouldn't do it again.
I bet that just kind of. I couldn't imagine. It just feels like it was all for TV and not for your passion. Like
absolutely. And at the end of the day, I'm like,
that sucks for people like you who like you genuinely you're good, you're talented, like.
Well, it did make me
insanely
feel better
talented,
because like I work in the music industry, and like my
Yeah.
boss is very well known in the music industry, and he knew someone in the room.
Yeah.
Because when you're in the room, there's lights, there's cameras, there's people lined up on the wall.
Yeah.
And someone had a coffee meeting with my boss actually the next day and was like, Claire was amazing. And I was like, that's
Aw,
really sweet.
That's good to hear.
It was so nice to hear just
yes.
after being
just
very like
someone that was there.
someone that was there that heard me sing, because I just you
Yes.
black out. You really do
Yes.
just black out.
Oh, I'm sure.
So I was like, okay.
yeah.
That made me feel good. But no, it is what it is. Like, I'm happy that I did it because it was like such a like funny experience to talk about now.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, those shows are just,
They're
for
for TV.
entertainment.
Yeah.
And
I think
I just had high hopes. And
those types of shows were really. If I can talk,
Go ahead.
I think
Let 'em talk,
those
let 'em
types of shows were good for the early 2000s.
Oh, I was obsessed. Me and my
Yeah.
like grandparents
my
and
mom
family
and I
used to
would watch it.
we'd go around the TV and watch like So You Think You Can Dance and like American Idol, and it was so awesome.
I
Yeah.
will tell you this, and I stand by it. The two greatest people to ever grace American Idol, Adam Lambert and Chris Daughtry.
Oh my god, Adam Lambert's
I
so
have to agree.
freaking sick.
Chris
We have to
Daughtry.
give Kelly and Carrie
And Kelly and Carrie. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they need some flowers. too.
Yes, okay,
Need some
fine.
flowers.
Kelly Clarkson, Carrie Underwood.
God, Kelly Clarkson, she's incredible.
Yeah.
She's
Dude.
insane.
Kelly Clarkson, Carrie Underwood, Chris Daughtry, and
Adam Lambert.
Adam Lambert. My gosh.
I kind of agree.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh
can't.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
geez.
Well, like I remember there was like a thing that like it just like rattled my core whenever I was younger because somebody put it in my ear. They were like, they kicked Chris Daughtry off at number 4 because he already had a record deal.
Well, that's the thing. You
Yeah.
kind of don't want to win.
Right.
You kind of don't want to.
Well, my thing was,
Because-
you know how things are like so much of a bigger deal to you whenever you were a kid. I thought the world was ending. I was like, we got to stop this. Chris Daughtry deserves to win. But like, look at how things turned out,
Yeah.
though. It's like the winners of the shows always never, like the runner-ups always end up becoming bigger than
Yeah.
anybody else. I mean, look at David Archuleta. He did his thing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's great to like get a base if you can like get that like a good platform, and then just like it is what you make of it after the show. I think.
Yeah.
And I've seen some people. I know a lot of people that went on and went far that like really are taking their platform and running with it. And it's freaking awesome. And then, yeah. I mean, that shows and everything. It's not the only way to make it.
Yeah.
Lainey Wilson got denied a million times, and look where she is now. Like
Yeah.
she's killing it.
She is killing
Uh-huh.
it.
Yeah.
Well, I think honestly, truly though, you can just see how the effect like TikTok has on like people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Have you done anything TikTok wise?
Yeah, I'm definitely like now that I'm starting to release music again, I'm absolutely like trying to utilize the streaming platforms, and it is a little soul sucking, and I know like that's artists' I mean, every artist you ask them, like, it sucks,
Yeah.
but you got to do it.
Yeah.
It's the game you got to play.
Well,
and
it's like
now
That's
that's just a more streamlined version of what people had to do back in the day. Would you rather post TikToks or would you rather walk around downtown handing out flyers for people to come to your show for nobody to show up?
and you can still do that. You can
Yeah.
absolutely do both, but
But
there
at
is
least-
like
But at least on TikTok, it's in their face. They can't do anything. The worst thing they can do is swipe up. You know.
yes, I will say about TikTok, like I think there is a lot of issues in the music industry of people signing TikTok artists that only do covers online and they get a lot of like flowers on TikTok, which is amazing for them, and they
Yeah.
are really talented. But it's like, okay, when are we gonna shift back to like looking at those artists for like artists as a
Yeah.
whole? And I feel like there is a little
Because
bit
there's
of
a difference in someone who can just sing a cover
there
versus
is.
someone like you who can write their own music.
I think you were saying that. There is a difference between, you know, a cover artist or someone who's on TikTok promoting their music, actually trying and like actually have like a brand and like an artist.
Yeah.
They're an artist.
Yeah.
There is a difference, and I feel like hopefully the music industry will catch up to that because
Yeah.
you do see a lot of people that they're signing that have never played a live show, that have
Yeah.
never like really put in the work besides like filming themselves, which is like still super vulnerable to do.
Yeah.
Like, don't
Yes,
get
of
me wrong. Like,
course.
and they are really talented, but I think there's a balance.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
I think what a lot of other people don't really realize is like there's a lot of people out there that think every artist that performs the songs that they sing, they wrote that themselves.
Yeah, that's
Nobody
also not true.
nobody knows about like ghostwriters and what was it, Benny Blanco? He's
Yeah, he's written a lot of songs, I think.
Oh my God, he's on everything.
He's on everything.
And it's
isn't
crazy
he?
because he'll just like be on TikTok and be like, "Oh yeah, I wrote this," and it's like the most famous song ever.
Yeah, and
You're
it's like, what? Yeah.
No, that's
freaking-
where, yeah.
So do you have any aspirations to do like songwriting for people and stuff like that?
Oh,
or-
I mean,
Or
I
have you?
yeah. Oh
Have you
yeah,
really?
absolutely. I still am like, I'm working like currently like the forefront is like my artist project, absolutely, because I've had to wait so long to do it. But yes, I love writing for other people. Like I love it. Like
Yeah.
anything involved in like the creative like songwriting or like working on my own artist project, I'm absolutely open to. And
Yeah.
yes, I've like absolutely been working on like other artist projects, which is just it's also very
cool.
fulfilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many different
Dude, that'd be
combinations
so
on
funny.
there.
Different combinations of people on the pod.
Imagine
That'd be
Claire and
crazy.
Bird Dog.
Oh my god.
Hey, yo.
I want to meet Bird Dog. Hi,
That'd be
Bird Dog. Does he
crazy.
listen to this?
Probably not.
I don't think he knows what the internet is.
We asked him at the end. We were like, that was cute.
I can do a good meow. I can do a good. I can be
like
a
that.
cat girl.
Yeah.
So, what were we going to run into?
So we were-
Sorry,
we were running it
everyone.
back.
So I will tell you this: for people that are into camera logistics and stuff, we have to split the podcast up sometimes because these cameras on the sides right here, I go boom, boom. They only record in 30-minute intervals, so it's always fun breaking the tension and killing the vibes. But we're back.
We're back.
Bye.
And we're better.
No vibes are being killed.
No vibes. Vibes are still great.
Anyways, the dogs are here barking in Hopkinsville, Kentucky.
And meowing, apparently.
Anyways, what were you saying?
So I think we were gonna go back and talk a little bit more about soccer, because that was like one thing we had in common whenever we went to college.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Take us back. When did you start playing? How did you end up at Austin Peay playing?
Yeah.
And then let's go from
Because
there.
a girl from Canada coming to Clarksville.
No, I know.
Yeah,
People say that and they're like,
what the heck? I remember. I think I remember
yeah.
you telling me you were from Canada, and I was like, "Why are you here?"
No, yeah.
And they're probably like, "Oh my God, do you know Drake?"
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
I bet
The
you
amount
get
of
asked
times,
that
like,
all the time.
Oh, how you doing for you, Drake? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, we're bros. Like,
Yeah, we're besties.
We go way back. So yeah, I've been playing soccer since I was 3 years old. Like it was, I fell in love with it very well. Actually, I didn't love it at first. My mom, like, she didn't force me. She was like, you should really, because I played for this team that had boys and girls, and the boys would not pass the girls.
Yeah, that's annoying.
So annoying.
That's
so then
why
my
I
mom
don't
was like,
go
let's go
to. That's why I don't go
Sexist.
to my high school alumni games.
Literally,
Sorry, not
period.
sorry.
And then my mom made me like try out for this all girls team, and I was like, okay, fine, mom, whatever. And I ended up loving it. And from that moment on, I was just like,
Everything soccer.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was my whole entire life. And music was always there. I was always singing, playing piano.
Did you
like,
ever have to like choose between the two?
no.
There was a moment in my life where I played piano, and then it just became too much doing piano and soccer.
So did
And
you-
so
Well,
I picked soccer.
I only did a few years of piano lessons, so I know all the basics.
yeah.
And then in high school, I like taught myself guitar. I started doing like
Yeah.
the talent shows and like
And you're
started
just
kind
naturally
of writing.
gifted in the music area. I feel
Did
like.
you juggle those well? Like doing
yeah.
all those?
Yes, because music was still just like, of course, I think I thought about it, but on what was on my mind, was the thing that I wanted at the time was like, I want to go to America, I want to play Division I soccer, and I want to get a full ride scholarship. Like that was it. That was
Yeah.
my goal. I knew
Yeah.
that since the 3rd grade.
And then you were like, I'm also a singer.
I'm working
Okay.
like I'm a singer soccer player.
Literally, dude. Holy crap.
Yeah, and that was like. I remember when Austin Peay reached out, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Because you go to showcase tournaments as a Canadian.
Okay.
You go to showcase tournaments and then you have these coaches watch you and whatever, and they can reach out to you if they like you. And Austin Peay reached out to me and was super consistent and really, really liked me.
Okay.
And I remember being like, Tennessee, close to Nashville. And I was watching the show Nashville at the time. And I was like,
fun.
oh my God, okay, like music. I just like had it in my mind. It was there. And I remember like telling my mom, I was like, I really think we should like visit Austin Peay. I was like, I don't know why. I just feel like we got to go. We got to give it a shot because they were super persistent. They made it seem like it'd be worth my while to go and visit. But I remember like telling my boyfriend at the time, I was like, don't worry, baby. Like, I'm not moving to Tennessee. Like, don't worry. I'm just going to go visit.
You don't have to worry about the
Yeah,
thing.
he sucked anyway. So
No way.
he was a hockey player.
Love that.
So, your first impressions of Clarksville, though, whenever you touched down?
Well, a lot of things went wrong, which was kind of, I was like,
Okay.
is the universe
Typical.
like telling me? I cracked my phone. I left like my merch thing I got in the rental car, and like the hotel we stayed in, I had like holes in the wall. I was really scared. I was like 16, 17.
Really bad experience.
But when I went and visited the school, I was like, oh, cool. This is great. Like, I got to see some of the team. Like, there were some other Canadians on the team, like, from, like, 2 hours, same province where I'm from. And then she straight up offered me a full ride. And I was like, oh, my God. Like,
Yeah.
my mom cried. And I was like, okay, like.
So, hey, your boy is an idiot. Rainbow sherbet swirl.
okay.
We started filming this podcast with an almost full SD card.
Silly geese.
So you're seeing us sometime in the future. That's why this random Alani is here. So you went to Austin Peay. You got the full ride scholarship. What happens after that?
Yes, accepted the full ride scholarship and didn't tell anybody for months because I was like nervous. I didn't know anything about conferences or just where I was going really. I was like, okay, guess I'll go here.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, went on the official visit and it was great and I was excited. But yeah, went to Austin Peay and then that's when I really started to get into taking music more seriously and not just as like a hobby or as like a escape to like feel my feelings and sing. I started writing. I started gigging at Kings Bluff, at also really random sketchy places all around town, which was great because at that point I was just so excited for someone to let me like perform and sing. And I'm like, okay, I'm doing it. I'm like, I'm doing something.
Yeah.
And then I was like, how the hecking heck do I do this in Nashville? Like, I remember like I would drive to Nashville and I would just look out and be like, how do I do it? Like, how do I play here? Like, how are people doing it? I don't understand. I want to do it. Like, and then my roommate this was junior year, I started really like going to Nashville and doing the writers rounds because my roommate was dating someone who was already doing it, already in the rounds. And I remember I got this sketchy round to do like for my first time, but I was so excited. I like told everyone, like so many people came out and I mean, I was just excited to start. I was like, oh my God, I played around in Nashville. I remember being so nervous and I remember, I don't know if this cut off, but we can talk about it again, but I remember being so nervous and just being excited for the day where I can do writers rounds and like not feel nervous and be like, oh yeah, like I got a writers round, like whatever.
Yeah.
And
Toss.
yes, like whatever. And looking back now, it's nice to talk about this because it's nice to look back and be like, oh my gosh, Claire, like you are so much farther. Like at that time, I would hope to be where I was today.
These are the stories that make people's character. You know, this is like, you know, you look back on it like, I went through that and look where I am now, you know?
It's just, it just makes you feel grateful. And like,
absolutely.
Because obviously I have still such a long road and there's still so much I want to do, like blah, blah. I don't think that will ever change. But like, even just from, God, what was that? Like 4 years ago to now, I'm like, you can look back and be like, okay, yes, I am proud of myself. Like, I wanted to be where I was like 4 years ago, and I am.
And here you are.
Yes.
I think it's something to be said about all that, you know, the people that they never have, like, they always have that never satisfied mentality, you know, like, I mean.
And I'm very hard on myself. I've always been in sports,
we are
in
our
soccer.
own worst critics.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't need you to tell me what I did wrong because here's the thing. I probably know. And I'm probably already
I think I'm terrible, you know?
beating myself up for it.
It's like, yeah, I mean, you might think I did perfect, but I'm over here like, oh, I overanalyzed this. I did this wrong. This could have been better, you know?
Oh, yeah. That's me after, like, I still do that after performances. Because, like, soccer and performing and music have a lot of similarities, but they also have a lot of differences. Like, I don't know. Like, soccer, if I have a bad game, I don't even know. I don't know. They're just different, but they're the same, but they're different.
They're the
My
same.
favorite thing about most, especially with like music and stuff like that, is like whenever we're playing on like, you know, Sundays at church and everything like that, I'll be like, Logan, did you hear me miss that beat? Or like we got off on the track because, you know, we play with click tracks and stuff at church. And she's like, I didn't notice.
Yeah. And most of the time people don't, but I definitely have that mentality of like.
The things you trip out about, people don't even notice. And that's, you know.
But it's like such a big deal to you. It's hard to like live in that emotion, like, because you're so hard on yourself. Yeah, and
here's the thing about being hard on yourself. It is good to an extent. Like, there definitely has been a time where I'm extremely unhealthy about it, especially in sports. Like, I was like, I mean, I couldn't sleep. I was so mad at myself if I had a bad game or if I had a bad pass. And, like, but it also, in a way, motivates you and helps you keep, like, such a high expectation.
Yeah.
And it helps you like motivate yourself to keep going and working hard. Yeah. But there is such a balance and a fine line when it comes to like, okay, is this healthy motivation or is this like detrimental to my mental health?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's
We
like
said it at the same
realizing
time.
which is which.
Right.
Right. Yeah, I get that. I'm a big proponent. I'm a big believer in like taking care of your mental health and stuff like that. I get trapped in my head so much. There was a
Yeah.
time where if I can be absolutely transparent, like that's my thing is I'm never going to BS on this podcast. I'm just going to shoot it as straight as I possibly can. Literally, like there was a time where I was like, Logan was having to like calm me down because I'm the king of taking too much on at one time.
Yeah.
I'm the king of doing
Sister,
it.
kill you. You do
I'm
that.
the king of doing that, and I'm like, oh my god, why did I do this? Why did I do this? And everything always ends up being fine. You know, you think people are thinking these things about you, but you're thinking they're thinking these things about you.
Yeah. It's really easy to get into that spiral, but like I struggle very much with anxiety and like have had
Oh,
my own
honey,
mental health.
we're on anxiety medication.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're on anxiety medication.
I've been on that train. I've recently just stopped taking it, and that's been like hard to come out
Yeah.
of. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I've definitely learned through therapy and just years of dealing with it. Of like, I feel like I'm finally at a place where I'm better at dealing with it and being like, okay, Claire, maybe get off your phone and like stop scrolling for an hour, or like go outside and take a walk or drink some water, or like now I know the breathing exercises and
Oh, dude, I was
now I know
downloading.
the thought process of like
I downloaded Calm, the app.
Yeah.
Calm. Oh my god, my Ray-Ban Metas come with a year subscription to
Yeah.
that. And I'm over here like doing boxed breathing and
oh,
stuff like
it's
that.
great.
But
It's breathing is so. I think people are like starting to catch up to it now, but it's so underestimated. It is
Yeah.
like
It changes
You
everything.
can
It
change your
changes
entire
things.
mental well-being with breathing exercises.
yes. And then when I was going through like my health crisis, my like chronic illness stuff, that's when I really started
Yeah.
to like
Get into
learn
that.
how to breathe.
Yeah.
Because everything was just felt like it was absolutely falling apart in my life.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, what's one thing I can control? It's my breath. Let's do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's talk about leaving college,
Yeah.
leaving soccer, and then go into your chronic illness. That
Oh
you
my
realized
God,
you
yeah,
had.
that
So
was-
I feel like that was kind of like a rolling down the hill situation. Like,
Yes.
you know,
Oh, yeah.
COVID happened and kind of ruined like our last semester of college, and then
She's
you
still
know,
mad about it.
I'm still mad about it
Sorry.
because I was actually loving college for once.
I know.
And I had really great friends.
Yeah.
And then we all had to go home.
no,
and it
COVID
was so
freaking
sad.
sucked.
But so we graduate.
Yes. So
You're-
actually, I took another semester to
Okay.
play an extra season of soccer
Oh,
because our
bet.
season
I
we
don't think
didn't
I-
have a
that's
season. We had like
right.
5 games.
I think I knew that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had
So-
5 games. So
So you go back.
yep.
You play another.
I play a season, so I didn't graduate until December 2021, and it was great because my scholarship got extended, my visa got extended, so I was like, okay, because
Yay.
when I was a junior, when I was like a end of sophomore or junior, I was like, it was always my like childhood dream to play professional soccer. I just also, yes, singing was always there, but I was like, I want to play professional soccer.
Mhm.
And it wasn't until I was junior that I started to really pivot and be like, I actually think I want to stay in America and in Nashville. I want to move to Nashville. I don't know how. I don't know how I'm going to do it, like visa stuff.
Mhm.
But I knew that's what I wanted to do. I had made a home out of Tennessee, out of Clarksville. I didn't want to go back.
Yeah.
It was my mission to like stay. And that probably took years off my life of stress because not being from this country, it's just, it's hard. It's really, really hard. And I was like planning on how the heck am I going to do that like years in advance, but yeah, so I graduated in 2021. The school, since I was on an F1 visa, the school sponsors you for a year. It's called an OPT visa. So I could work within my major. And I remember my first job out of college was horrible.
Oh.
I was just stuck in an office
Mhm.
with no guidance. It felt like I was left there to die.
Okay.
So I ended up, after 3 months, I had an absolute crash out, and I had an amazing time in college. I absolutely loved college. I mean, soccer was like my purpose at the time, and like music was there, and I knew I wanted to like develop that
Mhm.
side of me, but it wasn't there yet. It's still developing, God.
Yeah.
But soccer was like the forefront of my life since
Yeah.
I was 3 years old.
Right.
And I knew what I wanted to do up until college. I knew like I had the plan, I had the scholarship, I had whatever. And here I am now. I'm stuck in a place where I absolutely hate this job. I had such a good time in college. I was like, if this is what the real world was like, no. I can't. This cannot be my life after that high.
All of that.
After all of that. And now, so yeah, I definitely went through a dark period of just like being so depressed, not knowing what I want, like my purpose, anything. I was so depressed. And after those 3 months, I was like, I have to quit this job. I refuse to sit here and be sad. No, I'm going to change it. Like, I have the power to do that. I'm going to freaking change it. Even though, like, you know, the power was limited because I was on a visa and it was very strict. I was like, I got to find something else. So I ended up finding this other job that I worked on for a week and a half, which was so weird. It was so weird. It was like
a week and a half?
Oh, because I quit after a week and a half because it was so weird. I just was so lost. I had no idea. I knew I wanted to move to Nashville. I was still in Clarksville at the time. I had my house till August. And then I knew, like, no matter what, I wanted to move to Nashville. So I was looking for jobs in Nashville. And then I ended up working for my now ex-boyfriend's dad's company. It was called Postgame. Incredible company. I actually was a podcast host for a podcast called 101. I thoroughly enjoyed it, but was barely scraping by.
Yeah.
Like,
So you're no
barely
stranger to
scraping
the
by.
podcast game at this
Oh
point.
yeah,
My
no,
God.
I absolutely love podcasts. But yeah, I was podcast host, and just did some other like nitty gritty work, which I didn't mind. I just was so thankful to have a job that was one aligned with like the visa obligations, and
Yeah.
also I wasn't.
You were enjoying it.
I was enjoying it,
You weren't
and
miserable.
yes, but yeah, barely scraping by. I ended up. Okay, this is hard to explain. So I knew that after that 1 year, I had to figure my shit out. I needed to get a job that would sponsor me because I wasn't ready to like apply for the performing visa and just make money off of performing. Like that was I was going to starve. Like I couldn't do that. So I knew, and my parents aren't in a place to like help me financially. So I was like, okay, I got to get a job, and I needed someone to sponsor me. That's what I got to do. And I've heard about the TN visa, which was available for Canadians and Mexico, that you can, like, if you fall under the certain category, you can get a visa for 3 years that sponsors you. So I left post game because they couldn't sponsor my visa, and me and said boyfriend ended up breaking up, which they're great. I like nothing but love for that family and him, but yeah, I ended up meeting my boss at an Austin Peay soccer game, like when I was watching.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which was so crazy because it was also down to the wire. I was like, I need to find. I had some other things that kind of were sketch that, and it was in the music industry, and it did not feel good to like accept job offers from those companies. But I met my boss at a soccer game, and I didn't even know they were hiring. I just wanted a meeting with someone in the industry because I'm like, okay, yeah, I could work in the music industry. Like I know music. Like I think at the time I was like, I think I want to be an artist, and blah. I didn't know. I was just exploring what I wanted to do. I just knew I wanted to stay and explore the music.
You needed a job.
Yes. And then I met up with him. He didn't answer me. So here's the thing, people. You should be persistent because don't be afraid of being embarrassed, which I absolutely was. But I texted him. I double texted him, triple texted him, and called him. And I even got a hold of his friend because he said he would meet with me. And then he was like ghosting me. I was like, no, we're still gonna meet. And we're gonna make this happen. Yeah. He ended up getting back to me. I met with him. Didn't know they were hiring. We just literally shot the shit for like an hour. And then he was like, you should meet my other dude that runs the office. I was like, okay, sure. I met him. We also just didn't think it was an interview. Like showed up professionally, dressed, professionally. Showed up. We also just talked.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks later, they're like, yeah, do you want to be our assistant? We just had to make sure we could hire Canadians. I was like, yes. So got the job, and then ended up getting the visa, which also happened at the last possible second. Like my OPT was expired. I ended up not being able to get paid at my job for like a month or something. Then my visa came in. Yay. I was like, oh my God, I did it. I freaking did it. I stayed in Nashville. I moved to Nashville. Like I got the job. I couldn't believe it. And then about like 6 months later, I found out that the visa I was on I could only work for Red Light. I could only make money through Red Light. I could not release music. And I just literally remember finding out and sitting in my chair at work and just was like, felt that lost feeling again. I was like, what? So you're telling me I did all this work. I'm in the city I want to be in. I'm pretty much like set. It felt like I was walking around like, well, like my hands were tied behind my back because I was like, yay, I'm here, but like I can't do what I actually want to do.
Oh my god.
So that's when I was, I don't know. That's why I did American Idol.
Yeah.
That's why I took a chance because I was like, maybe it could help. I talked to some people and it really helped propel their careers. So I was like, maybe, I don't know, maybe I could be lucky and do and start my like music career off of that. But that didn't happen and that's okay. And during this time I met my now husband, which was also just crazy timing of it. We met at Timber Fund Inn. So I tell people if you want to fall in love, go to Timber Fund Inn. Timber Fund Inn for 7 hours. That's also a crazy story.
Okay.
Which I can tell if we want.
That's up to you.
Okay, I'll talk. We met at Tinder. I feel like I've been like, I just been talking for like 10 minutes straight.
What is it called?
Tin Roof on Inn. It's in Nashville.
Tin
It used to be
Roof,
more popular
okay.
than it is, but
Okay.
yeah, you
It
can
sounds-
find me
I
there
think
every weekend
Okay.
whenever I moved there. But I met my husband at Tin Roof. I was gonna call like an early night. I was oh my gosh, I'm like having a brain fart. I was coming from a workout class. It was like the first day of Christmas vacation because in the music industry they typically give you 2 weeks off. It's honestly awesome.
Yeah.
So that was the first day. We were bar hopping. I was in my workout clothes, went to Tin Roof, and it was early. And I was like, oh, great. It's going to be like an early night. Awesome. And then I saw this dude look at me from across the room. And I was like, I think this guy's staring at me, but I don't know. And then I like exchanged a lyric with him and he did it back. And that was that. And then later in the night, he purposely bumped into me. And I just remember looking at him being like, oh man, this guy is very beautiful. And literally from that moment on, the rest is history. It was game over. And it was crazy because it was just one of those things that I thought I was insane. The way that I felt, people thought I was crazy.
It does.
People thought I was crazy because I was so in love with this dude, and he was too. But like, right when we first met, that I was like, I'm on drugs. This is insane.
This is
Girl,
fake.
look, whenever it happens to you, when you know.
You
know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But our mom, so it was Christmas, so I couldn't leave the country because I was waiting for my visa to come in, and he, his mom was just coming to stay with him for Christmas. So we just thought this was just so chill, but like we all ended up hanging out.
Okay.
Both our moms. We put on a show. Dre plays guitar.
Okay.
And we put on a show for our moms, and that was like 2 weeks after meeting each other. That's really, this show you can be my mom. Like I don't care. It's not a big deal. It's whatever.
So you guys ran off, got married.
Well, yeah. So we were with each other for 3 months, and he's in the military, and he deployed for 9.
Okay.
So that was also.
Were you allowed to communicate? In any
Yes.
way?
Yes. Okay. It was a super chill deployment. We ended up meeting in France like halfway through, which was incredible.
So how were you able to do that with like the visa stuff, or could you?
I could travel. I got my visa in, and you can travel on a TN visa. Yeah. So I just that was during that Christmas time. Like that's when I was waiting for it to come in, so I couldn't leave the country. You were like landlocked.
And so it came in.
Yeah, it came in, no problem, and then I could travel. But yeah, so we met up in France, and then he came home, and then that's the full circle to the American Idol, and he came home, and then
How long after that? After he came home, did y'all get married?
He was home for like over a year.
Okay.
And then we got engaged November 29 of 2024.
Okay.
And then we eloped in January. This January 11th.
That's so crazy.
It's crazy. It's insane.
That's the day before my sister's birthday.
Oh, it was.
Oh
That's
God.
right.
No, but it's insane because I still think I'm an insane person because here's the thing. When I moved to America, when I was 18 years old, Austin Peay is a very like military town. You have the base in Clarksville. I would have laughed in your face if you told me that I am married to someone in the military.
Yeah.
I would have
Dang.
actually at 25.
Yeah.
I would have been like,
Yeah.
You lying.
try again. That is not happening. But
That's
no,
crazy.
he's incredible. He's
Hey,
been just the biggest supporter.
You're
through everything.
living most hometown girls' dreams.
I know, and I'm like,
It's like, oh my God. I'm gonna marry this guy after this is gonna get me in so much trouble.
You better watch yourself.
I'm gonna marry this guy and we're gonna get that housing upgrade, baby.
I can't with you.
Give me that Dodge Charger.
I can't with you.
I'm sorry.
no, it's crazy.
It's
but he's
kinda
great, and his buddies are great. I mean, he's in like a specialized. I won't get
Yeah.
into that for his privacy, but
He's in there with Chris Kyle and them, you know, American Sniper.
Oh, I was like,
he's made me watch all those movies because I don't like.
My man,
can't.
my man is literally Soap McTavish and Captain Price from Call of Duty.
I'm like, you are speaking another language. Right
Yeah,
now.
me and
Which the
Claire are
military
like-
is another language. They'll just be talking and it sounds like this to me. Boop boop bop boop boop beep bop boop beep bop.
You know,
they'll be talking about military
it's
stuff. And I'm
like-
like, you could be speaking another language. I
It's
have
probably
no idea.
like the adults in Charlie Brown.
Yes,
Wah,
that's,
wah,
lit-
wah, wah,
that's what it is.
wah,
I'm
wah,
like,
wah, wah.
and Claire's like, I'm here.
I like to sing.
My dad, he got one of his older buddies at church. He gave him a little Apple Watch. It's Apple Watch. It's like a little fake knockoff one, right? And I said, Daddy, I think it's stuck in military time. He's like, I can read it. And
can't.
I was like, what's 2100? He says, 7 p.m. I said, wrong answer.
What is it?
21 is like,
Isn't it like?
it's like 9.
That's 9.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't. I still can't read it.
I don't
I
know.
should.
I know 13 is 1 o'clock.
Yes, because it's 12 and then it's 13. Yeah, 13. is
Holy
1 o'clock. There we
crap.
go.
So, dude, you got the visa. You got all the stuff to be able to put out music. How did you have like a lot of music? Like you have a lot of like stuff ready to go?
So yes, I guess yeah, we can get back into like the setbacks because I missed some.
Oh, yeah, you did miss some.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
let's go back.
Okay, so I'm on this TN visa
Yes.
and found out I couldn't
Release
release music. Absolute heartbreak. So that's why I did American Idol. But then I was like, okay, what can I do? So I pretty much did everything I could do. I wrote. I still worked on music with some friends. I still performed where I could. Just like wasn't getting paid and was just still trying to
So you would do,
do what
like,
I could.
performances?
Writers. I would do a lot of writers rounds.
Okay.
And then
Like, you
I just
wouldn't go
wouldn't-
to, like, a brewery and
yeah,
would
no.
they wouldn't be able
Yeah.
to pay you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I wasn't doing anything of that sort. And then 2024 December or January, literally like the January 1st, New Year's, I starting having symptoms, which I thought was a UTI, which if you are a woman or a male, I know dudes get them, a woman are more prone to them. You know the pain that is. And I was prone to them, so I was like, oh, okay, whatever, I'll just take antibiotics and be on with my life. No, that was not the case. That whole year ended up being just me getting diagnosed with, it's called interstitial cystitis, and I know it's such.
I know, I was like, you're gonna have to say it, not me.
Cystitis. Yeah, it's called interstitial
Iridocyclitis.
Yeah.
How did you think of that? Literally.
That's so good. Yes.
Say it one more time for the one time.
Iridocyclitis.
Not you.
Interstitial cystitis, and it's
Okay.
when I found out.
Who was in the kitchen cooking that name up?
I know it's a horrible name to say. It used to pain me to say it
Oh,
because
I'm sure.
I just didn't want to accept it. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
no, I don't have this. I don't have a chronic illness. I'm Claire Larose. I'm healthy. I play Division I soccer. I can run for miles and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So I started having symptoms January, end of December, early January, and then they didn't go away. After antibiotics, they didn't go away. Went to
Can I
urologist.
ask some of your symptoms?
Okay, yeah, let me tell you.
Okay.
They were frequent urination.
Yeah.
It's like, here we go. Pressure on the bladder, painful urination, like just pain in that area. Burning. It's not good. Just all the symptoms that mimic a UTI, but it was not. No infection was present.
It just kept on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you constantly had
freaking
to
out.
like, You constantly had
It
to.
was constantly in discomfort, constantly in pain, constantly
Like
peeing.
you never had a day where you were like, oh,
No.
I'm good today.
No.
So-
And
Oh gosh.
I started to absolutely panic.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because when the urologist wasn't finding anything, like, no, I went to like countless doctor visits, and finally the urologist diagnosed me with interstitial cystitis. And I remember sitting in that chair, and now I can't go to a doctor's office without crying, because I just think they can be so dismissive, and they don't know how to fix chronic illnesses like that. They just will tell you it's this, or they'll tell you to take this drug, and they won't actually get to the root problem,
Yeah.
which is so frustrating. So that's why I do not go to doctors for anything of this related. But
Yeah.
they diagnosed me, and I had a panic attack in the chair.
Oh, I'm sure.
And they were like, okay. Because you nonchalantly diagnosed me with a chronic illness that previously I was looking up and was in a full state of fight or flight panic.
Yeah.
Because I was so scared that this is what they were going to diaggnose with this, because I had all this, like, it was it. That,
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh my God, I think this is what I have, but I'm like
you
praying
knew
that they
in
find
the back
something,
of
and
your
it's not.
head
Yeah.
that that's what it was.
So
and
when
then
it was
they-
like my reality, I just shut down, and I
Yes.
had a panic attack. The nurses were like, all right, well, let's try bladder installments. So then every Friday for 2 months straight, I went in and they did bladder installments, which is where they like empty your bladder and they stick a catheter up in, they put anti-inflammatory medicine. I mean, the amount of doctors I had to see my hoo-ha was just insane.
Oh, I'm
like
sure.
it was not a fun time. And then I ended up going to like an IC specialist and doing this really intensive test where they test like the bladder lining, and again, nothing showed up. And then I finally went to a naturopath, and just, I mean, this time I couldn't sleep. I was shaking every day. I was having panic attacks. I could barely go to work. Like, I was just not well. And I was just couldn't accept the fact that I was like, is this going to be my life? Because everything on the internet, don't go on the internet. If you, it
Don't
ruined my
WebMD
mental-
anything.
or Reddit.
Me, literally
It was
right here.
horrible.
Talking about WebMD. Anytime I get a headache, I go to the internet. Like, I chat GPT everything. And I'm like, you've got brain cancer. You've got 2 days to live.
It's either you're pregnant or you're dying.
Yeah.
It's
those are
like
the
almost
options.
immediate. Almost immediate. And that's where my overthinking kicks in. I don't know if Logan's ever noticed this, but like if I ever get real quiet on the couch and I'm on my phone, complete lockout mode. Complete lockout
I'll
mode.
be like,
I'm
what are you
done.
doing over there? Like, let's bring it back.
Nothing.
Yeah, let's
Nothing.
bring it back.
Nothing.
That's where you gotta
Yeah.
like put the phone down,
Yes.
go outside, touch some grass, drink
Touch
some
some
water.
grass.
I tell people this all the time, and I know my job's on the internet. You know, like I have to have the internet, but we would be so much better off without the internet.
That's what I say about
Literally.
social media platforms, but I'm like,
Yes.
I need them right
I
now.
know.
I need to be better about posting, put the phone away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
But I'm not. I'm
Yeah.
not good at it at all.
But
like to
dude, it's
scroll.
just like
So-
literally. Go ahead.
Well, so you go to the naturopath?
Yes,
How
and
did that go?
I mean, I immediately felt like heard, and immediately felt like, no, we can do this. We can solve this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I heard, like, because everyone's like, you just have to manage it your whole life. Like, it's just something you manage. And I'm like, hell no. This is not going to be something I manage.
Yeah.
And I also didn't understand what I meant, because I was like, oh, I have to manage the pain that I'm in right now.
Yeah.
No.
You have to
Absolutely
just
not.
like look past it. Is what they were trying to.
No.
Is that what you were thinking?
I was in full denial. I needed someone to be like, no, you're going to be okay. Like, we can do this.
Yeah,
we can
and we
figure
can
this out.
fix-
Yeah. And she was that first person. I couldn't even get through that phone call without absolute sobbing. And she was just like, no, we're going to figure this out. So we started on just some natural remedies. And then I also basically researched everything there was to know about this chronic illness. Like, I know everything there is to know about interstitial cystitis. And I started to look into diet. So I was like, okay, I need to get a food sensitivity test, because something could be, I talked to some other people too that like have experienced what I experienced, which also made me feel really hurt. And one of them was like, oh, I had to stop eating rice flour. Once I stopped eating rice flour, like my symptoms like decreased
wow.
immensely. I was like, what? So I don't know why, but I just decided to go gluten-free. I was like, okay, gluten is inflammatory. Let me just try. I immediately noticed a difference. And that's when I started to like have hope. So I was like, okay, I booked a trip back home to Canada because I just needed to be home. I was not a human, like present. I could barely work. Was having panic attacks every day. I just wanted to like go home and be with my family.
Was this while your now husband was deployed, or
he
home?
So he deployed for just 1 month. He was gone for 1 month for like selection process. Okay. So that's when I went home. Okay. I went home for like a week.
That would have been awful.
He was
being alone during all that.
Yeah, he was incredible through that.
That's great.
Whole thing. But when he left, I was like, okay, I don't feel like being alone. I need to go home. And that's when I went home. That's when I did like the food sensitivity testing. That's when I got more testing, like allergy testing. And at this point in time, me and my naturopath were like thinking maybe, because we were trying to find the root cause. I was like, okay, I got to find the root cause, and then we got to heal that, and then I'm going to be okay. Like, I don't know. I was just like, that was my cycle. So I was like, okay, let me get the food sensitivity test. Let me test for this. And then whatever, let's just do all the tests. So at that time, I was like, I wonder if this has anything to do with mold poisoning, because
the mold house.
Oh, I have a song that will be coming out.
No way.
About this. It's called, which one will this be coming out?
Say middle of next month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'll probably announce it by then, but whatever. If I don't, whatever. It's called Break the Mold, and it's about a song that deals with generational trauma and just trauma in general. But for me personally, it's related to like breaking the mold that has been a cycle, which is my trauma and has been a cycle in my life since I was a kid.
Yeah.
When my parents were together, they bought a house. They built it from the ground up. And then my parents got divorced. My dad kept the house. My mom moved out. And then that house ended up being literally built on a bog. The land ended up not ever being approved to build on. We started getting water problems that we couldn't keep up with, couldn't fix, thousands of dollars in the drain. We ended up trying to sue the City of London for allowing this to happen. Justice system is messed up. Suing the City of London is almost impossible. My sister almost had to be hospitalized because of the mold. Because our basement was now just like black mold, like mold was just growing out of the basement.
Holy
one could go down. No
you
one could go
literally
down
had the upside down in your basement.
Yes, I did. I had the upside down in my basement. Because when I watch Stranger Things, I'm like, oh my God, this is literally what my basement was. And then my dad ended up having declared bankruptcies to get us out of the house, for the bank to take the house. We just had enough of the years and years of the lawsuit. And then we found a house and they rented for a long time. But yeah, that was like a really hard time. And obviously,
didn't the house you live in Clarksville, did it have mold in it?
Yes, I've had 3. It's followed me. That's why I'm like, I gotta write about this. Yeah, so that was the first instance, which lasted, for like 8 years. I lived in the house for a long, long time. We left. Fast forward to college. We ended up having a leakage in my first like house in college. I was a sophomore. I lived there for like 2 years, and they had to take the walls out. And here's the thing, during that time, like my roommate was always getting headaches. My other roommate was having sinus problems, and I had this like I was constantly like had phlegm in my throat. Yeah. And I didn't know anything. I just was like, whatever, I don't know.
Yeah. Allergies.
Yeah. I just didn't know what it was.
That's the go-to around here. Yeah.
Yeah. So after the leakage, I had to like redo our walls and open the walls up. It looked like the house was like burnt because of the mold. It was insane. Oh my God. So again, that almost ended up being a lawsuit because they were going to make us to live in the house and pay full rent. And it was like a whole thing. And it was, and then COVID hit. So I left. I was like, I'm not living here. And I ended up living in like Florida during the COVID months with said ex-boyfriend. Oh yeah. And yeah, I came back to Clarksville, lived in a different house, all good to go. And then fast forward to my first house in Nashville. That's where, that was a terrible time in my life. Yeah. Terrible time. Because just dealing with the stress of trying to stay, trying to get a job, trying to make ends meet, and then also living in a house where I was sick every other month. I was literally known as the girl that was always sick. I was like, oh my God, Claire, she's always sick. Just because your immune system sucked. Like,
and that's not what it was.
No. And no one, like my roommates, like they believed me at first, and they were like, well, we're not having symptoms. Meanwhile, my roommate was having nosebleeds. That is straight up a symptom of living in mold, of having nosebleed. And then she ended up having like a kidney problem, which mold attacks your freaking kidneys. But yeah, no, there's no mold in the house. Totally. I was sick every other month. I had to spend thousands of dollars on going to the urgent care and getting breathing treatments and living in an Airbnb for one point because I was so sick all the time. And I was just, I couldn't breathe. Like, if I breathed in, it was like I was wheezing. I had to get an inhaler. I had asthma. I couldn't run more than a mile. Like, it was insane. So I was like, I'm not crazy. There was mold in this house.
Yeah.
So I told my roommate, I'm like, I gotta leave.
There's some mold in this house.
There's some mold in this house. There's some
Certified
mold
freak, 7 days a week.
That's crazy.
Holy crap.
Yeah,
Oh
so that
my
was where
gosh.
shit hit the fan. I thought I moved out, it would be okay, but
Yeah.
mold can have an unexpected flare, and mold doesn't leave your body unless you actively detox it from your body. And these are all things that I've learned just from getting diagnosed with
Yeah.
nurses.
So you're
cystitis.
is that what ended up causing your problems and
that
stuff?
is so okay. Yeah, back to the testing. Finally, did a mold test
Mm-hmm.
because, and all this stuff is just so expensive. So it's
Oh,
hard
I'm
to just be like, yeah,
sure.
let me take this test. That's $400. Like,
Yeah.
I work in the music industry and I can't work any other job. Like, I don't have a lot of money. But I finally, like, Dre again has been so helpful just with the process and financially helping and whatever. But finally was able to take the test. I have never felt so validated in my freaking life. Got the
Yeah.
test results back, and my naturopath was like, we did it. We found the root cause. It is mold. And mold is actually, like, if you do a checklist, like, if you work with a naturopath, most of the time they'll give you a checklist of, like, your symptoms. And it was crazy, like, all the stuff that I had that I didn't even realize was related to mold. And then on the sheet was interstitial cystitis. And I was like, what? Because oftentimes with IC, we'll just say that because it's a long word,
Yeah.
IC, the bladder is the victim. It's not what's actually happening. It's the victim of your symptoms. So
Yeah.
my test results came back, and I was like triple what your normal levels are. Because everyone, you know, like coffee in America is moldy. Like everyone has like some probably sort of mold in them,
Yeah.
but mine were off the charts, like
Wow.
bad. So yeah, that's when I stopped. I don't drink coffee anymore. I don't like all these things like mushrooms. I'm like anything that could be moldy, like I absolutely avoid because I will have
A
symptoms.
flare up. Yeah.
Yes, I'll have a
That's
flare up.
Crazy.
Yeah,
I learn
so-
something new every day.
Yes. So I
Holy cow.
avoided, I'm gluten free. I'm still gluten free to this day. I've definitely brought a lot of things back into my symptoms, but I didn't drink alcohol for a long time. Like I was so strict on my diet where at the point where it was not sustainable. Now I'm like,
Are you back to
I'm dealing
kinda
with some
normal?
other issues now, like, because it's never one thing, but I'm just
Yeah.
the worst issue, which was the bladder pain and the IC, like I'm in a place where I can manage it. Like I don't,
Yay.
yeah,
That's good.
it's
That's perfect.
yeah, it is. It is. I'm so grateful to even be saying that because I remember just being like, oh my God, I wrote a song about it. It's called Normal Day. And I just was like, just give me a normal day, please. I just would do anything for a normal day. And I couldn't even go out in public because I would see people and I would just want to be them. Because I'm like, oh, I'm sure like
They're having such a normal
their
day.
bladder's fine and like
Yeah.
they're normal and healthy. And
Yeah.
I just was so envious of everyone around me. And I'm like, wow, like we absolutely take our health for granted. Because
Yeah.
if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. If you
Right.
could have 99 problems, you have a health problem, that's your only problem.
Yep.
And I just remember the silver lining of it all was just it made me really stop and like smell the roses and be
Yes.
so thankful for like a normal day. And like now
Yeah.
even you get caught up in life and now even now I'm like, Claire, like think back to a year ago, you were praying to be in the place that you are today.
Yeah.
Right.
Just like a place where you feel almost normal. Who knows if I'll get back to the 100%. I still believe that I can, and I still
Yeah.
want to believe that I can, but I'm definitely in a place where I can manage it and I feel mostly normal, but still working on like the multi-talk stuff because that stuff is really hard. Like I'm now going to work with a gut specialist because it's never one thing. And,
Yeah.
but
If it ain't one thing, it's another.
yeah, exactly. So
It's always the case.
yeah, but during that time with music, I was barely doing it because I could barely get out of bed. And at the time I was like, oh my God, if I have this, like can I even do music? Like, can I even go up and perform without? Everything that was a major setback because I wasn't sure if that was like my purpose then. I'm like, oh my God. I was just another very, very, very hard time in my life. But now
look at you now.
But now you're
Now
ripping
it's-
gigs, getting ready to get after it, huh?
yeah, now I'm in just such a better place. And now, like, me and Dre, we're married, and I have the freedom to finally release music. And that's,
So what's coming up
Abacos.
on your schedule? What do you got going on?
Yeah, so during that time, I definitely had stuff in the vault that I've worked on, and I knew that I wanted to release. And some stuff, I mean, it's a blessing and a curse because the blessing was, I mean, I waited and I could figure out what my sound was. I could figure out what I really liked. And sitting on stuff sometimes is like a good choice. So I'm still obviously like a baby artist. I'm still developing my sound, but I have such a better idea of what I want to put out, like what I want to say. And basically I have 6 songs that are like pretty much almost done and ready to go. So Abacos came out June 6th. Break the Mold will come out August 1st. And then from there on out, I'm just going to be
releasing stuff.
Absolutely cranking out music. And it was crazy. Once I got the green light to finally give this a fair shot, it was like, I don't even know, the sky part. And I was like, oh, this is what I absolutely want to do.
Yeah.
Because all the setbacks really made me rethink. And it was like, okay, well, do I want to do this? Like, can I even do this with my health stuff? And now it's just more clear than ever. And I've never been like more motivated to like, all right, let's freaking go. Like, I am ready. Let's go.
What made you release your first single? Is this like your first release ever?
So I actually had a song out and I deleted it because I didn't know that I wasn't able to. So So technically, yes, this is my first song that will stay out. It's a song I'm proud of. It's a song that's been done for 2.5 years. The message is like very on point for what I went through for 2 years. It's just like, oh, I could like not do what I want to do, but at what cost? The song's called At What Cost, and it's just about, oh, I could like live a normal like whatever, but not give this a shot. But it's like, oh, wait, actually, no, at what cost am I gonna just give up my dream? So I thought it was a fitting song for the first one to come out, and then. After that, Break the Mold will come out, and then some other stuff that I've been working on for a while, and then also ramping up recently. But I'm just excited. I'm trying not to think about. I'm trying to just keep my head down, play the game, play the shows, post the freaking TikTok every day, and just see what happens. And no matter what happens, I'm just proud of myself for getting to this point where I can finally give it a shot.
Because you don't know what every day is going to... The best part about being in the whole creative thing is you wake up every day and you have no idea what you're going to wake up to.
You have no idea, but it's always worth it.
Yes.
It's... no matter like anything that I've created, it's always been worth it. And I know it'll be worth it.
Because you never know who's listening. You never know who's
never know
watching.
who's
You never know
listening,
who's scrolling past your stuff. You never know who you're going to bump into, you know?
Yeah.
I think about that quite often, like the people that I've met, especially in the music industry too, being down in Nashville. I've made some rounds with some creatives down there and stuff, and it's like the people that you meet, like you just never know.
Yeah, and you can't like, I don't know, with the social media stuff, it's really easy to get down on yourself if you're not getting the views. And I just try, I'm like, okay, I'm not creating music to have a viral moment. I'm creating music for like the long run, like to pursue
me,
a
to
career
me,
as an
that
artist.
is the 100% the key is if you are proud of whatever you are putting out, everybody else will appreciate it too.
Yeah.
To me, that is the absolute key. I think people are like, oh, well, I want to go viral. Let me buy bot followers. Let me do this. Let me do that.
That was crazy. She was like,
Was that the drink?
No, that was the
it was a
candle.
Oh, should we blow it out?
No, it's okay.
No, I love it.
Okay.
But it's my favorite scent in the entire world. But people just like, people think that you got to have the followers. No, you still have to have the heart.
You do. And don't get me wrong. If you're proud of something and you put it out and it goes viral, hell yeah, that's the best case scenario. Like you want that to happen.
Look at Alex Warren.
Yeah. Oh, I love him. He's great.
Look at him. Look at how you can feel people think he's an industry plant. No, honey, he has worked.
Yeah. Yeah. He's
he
great.
has worked
He's really
his
good.
tail off.
And he's great. Like his sound, like him. I think he's really talented.
Yeah.
And I think, you take people like that, like there's still people out there that work for their spot.
Yeah.
Of course, you have to. I see all these things. It's like talent won't get you so far, and
It's about who you know. That might be true.
yeah, it's a mixture between talent and just working hard and not giving up. Because I know a lot of my like other artist friends, they get really caught up in the, oh my god, I posted, it got like 200 views, and I'm like, yeah, I know that sucks because you're working so hard and you want people to listen, you want people to appreciate you. Because being an artist is like owning a business.
Yeah.
You are a startup company. I am a startup company right now. I'm trying to make a product that people will like and people will listen to. And it's hard.
Yeah.
But if you get caught up in the social media stuff, I just think you have to remember why you're doing it.
Yeah.
It's because you love it.
we've definitely had to do that with the podcast. I mean, like
Yeah.
I don't look at the analytics on Spotify.
Yeah.
I don't. But I mean, like whenever we started this on YouTube, as the time of recording this, we're at 920 subs on YouTube. We've got 25,000 on Instagram.
Yeah.
We've got almost 10,000 on Facebook. I mean, I'm still doing it.
Yeah.
I'm still doing it. I mean,
it's
you look,
so easy to get caught up in.
because the
And you
numbers
just, like,
don't matter
can't look at
because
it.
I know that stuff like that doesn't happen overnight. But if you were to say you get 200 streams on a song,
That's 200 people. Think of 200 people in a room.
That's what we literally had this conversation
Yeah.
before.
we literally had this conversation before.
Like, imagine 20 people. 20 people like your post.
Imagine 20 people
in this
being up
room.
in here right now.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of people.
That'd be a lot of people.
You
They
know-
probably wouldn't really fit.
Yes,
Like,
I have
know-
to remind myself that because I used to be so like professionalism with what I post and
Yes.
scared to post and I'll delete something. I'm like, nope, post, leave it, whatever.
yep, I'm the same way.
It gets 300 views, great.
Great.
That's awesome.
Love
Yeah,
that.
it's
Thank you.
300 people.
300
Yeah.
people.
300
That's great.
people,
Well,
I mean,
I personally love the new song.
Thanks.
It's
Thank
so
you.
good.
No, people
I
are
have-
really loving it and I'm really like grateful. Hopefully it will reach, my music will reach a bigger audience, but
Yeah.
it just takes time. I mean,
Oh,
Yeah.
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 But
Well,
I've
you're
just
in the right
loved,
place
like,
to do it, though.
Cheering you on from the
Thanks.
sidelines has been so fun, and like
Thanks.
watching your journey and getting to like hear firsthand like how you've gotten here is like, I don't know, it brings me
Thanks.
joy, especially being like one
Thanks,
of your
you
friends
too.
from
But
college.
hey,
I just-
if
I can't.
you want to see Claire live in action
Yeah.
doing the dang
Yes.
thing, you can do that
You can.
August 1st at the OG basement.
Yes.
The basement in Nashville, August 1st.
Please buy tickets. Tickets are in my bio. Please, it's
Where
really
can
fun.
they find you?
You
on
can
your
find me
Instagram?
on Instagram and TikTok and Spotify now, which is great.
So freaking nuts.
I know it's crazy, but Instagram is at It's Claire Larose.
We will put it up right here for you.
Perfect. At It's Claire Larose, and TikTok is also at It's Claire Larose, I believe, and Spotify is Claire Larose.
And literally, dude, I tell you this every time. Love yourself. Put your best foot forward. You can make anything happen if you absolutely want to. I'm looking at this camera now, too, because I mean it. Dude, literally, do anything you want. Anything is possible. Love yourself. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.